Alright, hey everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the changes that I made to the Hellbreaker map to finally kind of polish things off and kind of show. I guess this is close to the final version here, although I'm sure that there'll be more to do at some point. Anyway, I made sure that death is now applied to all creatures that I want them to be deaf. Some that means some of the enemies that are kind of sprinkled around will have the death flag on them. I applied them in certain spots. Uh, and then I made another structural change to the level. I'll go over that in a second. The biggest difference is that structural change, however. So all of the monsters in the final battle are now deaf because that whole final battle is basically an ambush. But I'm also using the death thing for a neat little ambush sequence that is brand new. Okay, so one of my biggest gripes with the level was was that this area up here wasn't really a part of the map. And this bugged me for a while, and I finally decided to just fix it tonight. So basically, what it was before was a secret to get the rocket launcher, but man, it never really flowed very well. Like I don't I'm not a fan of it. But actually, let me add another bad guy and make him deaf. I'm gonna use this deaf thing more. Basically, I moved the red key card from where it used to be, which was right here, and then I moved the grenade launcher to here, so that there's still a cool thing. This is actually kind of interesting because in this section right here you have uh, to the upper left and to the upper right. So like after the player comes down this way, there's kind of a lot of stuff going on. You get some armor, and there's a lot of foreshadowing. The red key card is now visible from pretty much anywhere. Like you can just be looking down this way and wonder, oh, what is that up there? It's a red key card. So this area up here is now part of the level's main flow. And knowing that the red key card is visible from pretty much every angle, when the player finally finishes and clears out most of this stuff out here, the player is going to be trying to figure out like, okay, these are red doors. We'll probably need to have like a message or something like that display whenever the door is clicked on. But since the red key card is located up here, a lot of players will kind of have a tendency to notice that there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff going on up here. And I took away this path here so that it's more of a linear thing. So you go all the way around, and then there's this section right here. You go up, and a lot of players are going to see this catwalk. They're going to know that that you can actually get into the catwalk. They'll see this door jam, what used to be a door jam, chilling right there. So the players will pretty much kind of look up, see that there's a way to get up here, and that's when they'll get to this point here. I might actually put a couple more bad guys. Um, I want to have like a bad guy that's deaf in this corner, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, and make him deaf. the def thing opens a lot of possibilities. Now being able to use def. Now uh, having def in conjunction with the ability to block sound is probably Doom's main two ways of creating interesting combat situations. As far as I can tell, there's a lot. There's just a lot that opens up once you have that as an available feature. Now let me open this up a little bit so I can better show this. And once again, I'm using the def feature here as well. So now that the red key is here, a lot of players are going to see this and they're gonna kind of like come up. Maybe I could put some health or maybe ammo. If they don't circle around this way, now this guy's a charger. If the player attempts to go this way to go straight for the key, the charger is gonna hit him. And it'll be kind of a funny little ambush because the charger will probably knock him down. But if you go around and you're careful, you'll actually be able to shut down the charger before he has a chance to do anything weird like that. I'm not exactly sure how it'll play out. I haven't tested it just yet, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to play out if the player decides, hey, I'm going to step, oh god, and get knocked down. He'll probably end up grabbing the key either way. I think it would be a little bit frustrating if the player gets hit and then gets knocked down, and then that's it. Good luck. Like, time to go all the way back around again. That won't happen. I won't be cool with that. But regardless, I think this should be a pretty good solid version of this map. All the doors are working. Everything's in place. I really like this change. I feel like this change was very necessary. If there was one more thing I could think of, like, I mean, there's always more to do. There's always something else. Hmm. Maybe the grenade launcher could be. Hmm. You know, maybe the rocket launcher and the grenade launcher should be swapped. So like, you get the grenade launcher while you're up top here or something like that. That's actually kind of cool. It would be awesome if this level had like deathmatch support. Yeah, if that was the case, then I'd probably definitely have a, grenade launcher up there instead. But well, I'd actually have to really rethink things because the distribution is not good for deathmatch. Let's see. I think it's looking pretty good right now. I'm gonna do a test, and I think I'm gonna call the video now. It's at 8 minutes, which means it's pretty good. It's a little shorter than all my others. I think this is in pretty good shape. I'll get some feedback and I'll do whatever else, like if there's anything else that needs to be done. I'll try to get this video out as quickly as possible. That's why it's just a one shot with no time lapse or anything like that. So it's just much easier for me to throw it up there. All right. With that said, I'm good to go for now. I think this level's good, provided there isn't any additional feedback or issues that crop up. We should be in pretty good shape.